What are the vendors here? We've got rockets. I launch rockets. I have something similar to that. I did it with my cousin, who is actually here today, and who you saw, hence in the beginning of the video. Learn to fly, become a pilot. It's fun, safe, and easy. Is it? I'd like to try. As you can see, this is a great view of the museum. It's a very old museum, but they always do repairs, and they keep most of the planes that they have inside here. And since it's the Air Fest today, there's a whole bunch of stuff outside, which we'll be getting to later. All right, let's go inside this plane. I still haven't seen the name of it before, but it looks extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. There's the cockpit for you. Also very tight. Very, very tight. As you can see, I'm about 10 feet up right now. This is 10, 15 feet actually. This is ginormous. All these buttons, I wouldn't be able to handle this plane because it has so many buttons and I wouldn't be able to tell which button did which. Even if I got taught it 1,000 times, I still probably wouldn't be able to figure it out. This right here is a really small plane. Probably could be considered a drone. Tiger Shark. Unmanned airborne vehicle. So it's basically a bigger version of a drone, because obviously it's unmanned. Nobody can sit in there unless you put like a baby in there or something. The wingspan is 21 feet, the length is 15 feet, and the height is 39 inches. Flight performance, operating altitude is 14,000 feet. Amazing. Just look at this plane compared to all these other bigger planes. That's insane. Some more art pieces from the vendors. Salsa and jam vendor here.
And it was popular music at the time. The one thing that gets me is a woman walked up yesterday with a teenage daughter, and there was a Glenn Miller song, a rather popular one for the day, and I said, this is what they played at the high school dances and the college dances. And the mother just laughed and the girl was horrified.
They look like twin planes, these two right here.
One of the beauties of 1940s music and one of the things that I really like.
1940s music. It's pretty good music. I like 1940s music, surprisingly. And I was born in 2011. This is a gun turret. No, this is big. Wow. Oh, there's a guy getting in the gun turret. Oh, sorry. Oh, I guess that's how it works. Interesting. Some stuff behind the vendors here. We have an TBM Avenger gun turret. Very small. And then next to it is TBM Avenger, which is the plane itself. How gigantic is this? And it's completely black too, except for the propeller, of course. Here's a better view of it from the side. I think this is the wing, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever it is, it's ginormous. We'll go through the back here, through nice uniform. A warrior who rode the wind. Oh, this is interesting. Small stuff like this back here and behind the planes and stuff. I think, yeah, you can see inside of it now. Look at this. It's all dusty back here, but that is the cockpit up there. That takes quite a way to get there. And then behind it is some sort of bomb or missile or something like that. But this plane is gigantic. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to duck behind here in order to get through. Oh, good lord. Oh my goodness. Here's an even better view right here. I think I'm beneath the wing and the back. There's your cockpit. You've got plenty of room in the cockpit. And they're even, oh, look inside here. It's like in one of those military movies where they're all like the whole squad is lined up and they jump out of the plane. But you've got plenty of room on the inside. The cockpit looks ginormous. And you've also got the missile turret that you have on the back that I was just showing you in the front. This is insane. This can't just be this is the wing. This is insane. How do I even get by? How do I get out of here? And that plane is ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. Fantastic. And then right next to it is a Pratt & Whitney J57 jet engine, powered by the B-52 bomber. This is giant. This is literally bigger than me. It's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 feet tall. And it was a jet engine that powered the B-52 bomber. Gonna have to look that one up. Maybe put the plane picture next to the engine itself. It's pretty cool. And it looks like this might be another engine next to it. I don't know. It doesn't say, but it could be something similar. Right here, I can already tell that's a Navy plane. Pretty interesting cockpit, huh? I mean, you do have plenty of room. You've got a space for both your pilot and your co-pilot with all the controls. And you got these 2 little pedals here. I don't know what they're for, but looks like a pretty uncomfortable seat. But overall, you've got plenty of room for space, right? You can lift your arms up or move your head around. You're not in tight. Now, I do wonder what kind of plane this is, so we're gonna go around the front and we're gonna find out. Oh. This says AGM-69, payload 200 kilotons. Kilotons, that's crazy. This must be another bomber or missile or something like that. Look, you can even see in the cockpit, you can see below where the pedals are. Interesting. There's no sign for this plane either. If it is, it's probably covered by one of the vendors here. But we're going to be moving on. So I will have, when I go into my editing software, I will put the name in the, and I'll put the name in the plane if I don't see the sign that tells you what it's called. It tells you all the information. So I'm going to have to be doing my research. What's this back here? Trim tab. Huh, interesting. Let's see over here. We've got a, what is this? This looks like some sort of telescope. Anyways, this is a rangefinder Mark 6.5. Rangefinders were used by U.S. forces and our allies during World War II. They were used to identify and determine the distance of an object or target. Alright, so it could kind of be a telescope, but like, not really, but, you know, kind of. As you can see, there's a guy looking through the front where this middle part is. I don't know if it still works, but it's kind of like a more complicated version of a telescope. So, if I look in here, I probably won't see anything, but that's okay. But you can tell that this is some sort of telescope to find or estimate the distance of an enemy target. And it shows the front view and the rear view of all the controls. I'm not going to go through all that. If I'm looking at the stars at night, I'm not using that thing. It might be a rangefinder, but I don't know. Oh, we've got a nice Ghostbuster here. We love the Ghostbusters. I don't think... okay, this is an aircraft firefighter. This isn't a Ghostbuster. Oh, man. My dreams have been shattered. But right next to it is this giant V2 rocket. Of course, it's a replica because I've heard of these things before. And they're ginormous, they're extremely hard to get, they're rare, and they were used in Germany. So, 1944, 1945, single stage rocket. It has a 200-mile range, 2,200 pounds. It's giant. And it was used in the German Vergeltungswaffen 2. I'm still studying German on Duolingo, so I haven't gotten there yet, but we'll see. Vergetonswaffen, something like that. But this thing's humongous. It's got to be around 20 feet high, if I'm just guessing here. Pretty small plane right here. A Newport 11, the baby of World War I. Oh, that's interesting. Cockpit looks awful small, not a lot of space. But it's one of those planes with a wooden propeller carved straight out of the water. That is incredible. Before we head outside, we're going to visit the most amazing part of the whole museum. But in my opinion, this is my favorite part. I don't know.